Welcome to my live, guys. Thank you for your patience. I'm getting my Instagram going on StreamYard, and I think we're go. Okay, we're good. Okay, because we got Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube over here, and then I have TikTok over here, and I use a product by the name of StreamYard that allows me to be able to go live in multiple channels. So I love automation. I love technology now. There used to be a time where I was afraid of technology, not anymore, because now we live in a digital age that you can actually use technology to make you some of this, right? And hey, why not? You got this $1,000 cell phone, why not use it to make some income? Right? So I was sharing with you guys just a little bit about me. I am a retired makeup artist. I used to travel to different MAC stores and do just makeovers back to back, right? For MAC. I loved what I did, but it wasn't paying the bills. It wasn't paying the bills. It wasn't enough to pay the bills as a single mom. As a matter of fact, I was working at Verizon full time, making $23 an hour back in 2000, paying $475 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath townhome with washer and dryer hookups back then, guys. Imagine that now. Oh my gosh. And I was still working on the weekends, right? I was still working, doing the MAC, doing quinceañeras, weddings, proms, all that stuff on the weekends as a single mom, just living paycheck to paycheck, grinding constantly, taking so much time away from my children. Now they're grown and I'm an empty nester and I'll never get that time back, right? I'll never get that time back. But I have 2 grandchildren that I now get to pour into. And because of that, I said, I'm never going to do that again. I don't want to be in a position where I can't give my time. I can't be there for my grandchildren. Now I'm able to pick them up from school. But let me tell you something, guys. It is not all peaches and cream. Right now, in the age that we're living in, with the recession and the gas prices and groceries and rent, everything is gone up. And I live in Southern California, where the prices are just sky high out here, right? And so I needed to find a way to be able to increase my income. I actually was being pressured to commit fraud at my previous position as a social media manager for a dealership, and they were asking me to commit fraud and or sign a write-up, and I ended up declining both, and I ended up resigning. Right, I walked away with my morals, but I didn't have a job lined up. And little did I know, guys, that I'm in my late 40s. I'm 48 years old. Little did I know that when I stepped out of the workforce, it was going to be that much more difficult to get back in. How many of you are in the comments out there looking for a job and you haven't got called back for if you're over 40, right? Because I have a theory here. But if you're over 40 and you've been looking for a job and you haven't found one, you haven't been called back, nothing. I've never had such a hard time finding a job, honestly, until 2 things. I think it has to do with my age, and I think it has to do with my last name. Honestly, I have a feeling that companies are afraid to hire anyone with any ethnicity in their last name because they're so afraid that ICE is just going to pick them up. Even though I born and raised California, husband born and raised in Montana. No, we're born and raised, citizenship, all good stuff, right? But they're just picking people up left and right. They don't care. And I have a feeling that jobs are getting afraid to hire people of ethnicity because it takes a lot of money for them to hire people, get them trained, and then all of a sudden they're gone. I don't know. All I'm saying is I've never had such a hard time finding a job until either it's my age or my ethnicity, and they're not looking to hire people of ethnicity. I don't know. All I know is that my husband got let go too. And I was like, what am I going to do? I'm not earning enough to cover both of our incomes right now, right? What am I going to do? I said, I'm going to take a look at this business model a lot harder now, because honestly, I'm not getting called back from jobs, and it's becoming more and more difficult out there to do other apps that are taking away from your gas, right? Because gas is horrendous. It's like $6.09 I paid the other day a gallon. Okay. And so the recession, guys, it's not going to get any better anytime soon. As a matter of fact, I just came across a video yesterday where the guy was like, guys, if you have digital income, you need to be able to get gold. You need to prepare. He's like talking about crazy things happening in the next, what was it, 3 weeks? In the next 3 weeks. And I'm just like, I'm not aware of all of these things. I have been following what's going on a little bit with what's going on in the war and everything like that. But guys, I'm telling you, you cannot depend on just one income anymore. Like my thing says, I was in my 40s. I had no retirement fund, headed to working to the day that I died if I continued down that path. So I knew for myself that I needed to change my income significantly. And guys, I jumped into network marketing and I was making a little measly $9 commission. It was not going to cut it. I was going to have to sell, I don't know how many in order to even pay for my rent, right? I got the training as far as in network marketing. I was DMing my face away on social media. I almost got Facebook blocked at one time, right? I was bothering friends and family. Hey, you want to buy this? I'm probably offended some people with the collagen because I think everybody needs collagen after the age of 25, but it might offend somebody if you're like, hey, you want some collagen? What are you trying to say? You know what I mean? But I lost a couple of friendships from pushing my products, guys. I mean, seriously, like I started to look for a way to be able to automate this business, right? Because I was like, I needed a way to be able to not have to be in my DMs all the time because it was defeated the purpose of having a business, right? I found and came across a lady on TikTok who was talking about the fact that she was tired of DMing people. She was tired of bothering friends and family. And I was like, that's me. That's me. She was tired of just going for 10 no's, right? The network marketing industry will teach you to go for 10 no's, meaning you keep DMing a bunch of people until you get 10 no's. And I was tired of going for the 10 no's. I wanted a way to be able to automate my business. Short form video had just hit social media, and I knew it was the way of the future. It was just a matter of mastering the skill set of creating short form video, which I had jumped on board on my own. I didn't actually need a coach at that time because I already seen the future of it, guys. But here's what I want to share with you. I didn't know tech, and I didn't know how to show up and build a personal brand, and I did not know how to build an email list, right? Because if you're not building a personal brand, then you're not building an email list. You're not getting people interested in what you have to offer if you're not building that personal brand. So let me just share with you for a second what it is that the three step framework. Let me just take a picture of this real quick. So I'm going to share with you the 3-step framework that I use when you are looking to start a business online. Okay. When you're looking to start a business online, here are some things that you want to look at. Okay. And because I got to be honest with you, I've had my share. I've been doing this for about 6 years, doing as a marketer online, right? And so when I first got started, I ended up buying access to a course that was going to teach me how to start my own digital marketing agency. But I realized really fast that even though you have an agency, you still need to be able to show up for your business. And I did not know how to show up for my business. I did not know how to get the exposure that I needed in order to get clients for that business. So I knew that I needed a coach, right? So when I found access to a live interactive mentorship program that was going to give me the mentorship that I need in order to feel secure, the confidence that I needed to show up every day for my business, that's when I was like, okay, I'm here for it, right? Well, let me break that down for you, okay? Let me break down for you that 3-step framework. Let me break down for you. Oops, sorry, TikTok. Let's see. Darn it. There we go. Okay. So YouTube, you're here. And I know you guys are kind of seeing it reverse. There's got to be a way where I can change that, I wish. Screen layout. I'll figure it out one way or another. But I'm going to be sharing that 3-step framework, guys. So the 3-step framework is this. Number one, the offer. Number one, your offer. So when you're looking to start creating income online, guys, when you're looking to start creating income online, you're going to find an offer that, well, number one is on high demand, right? It's got to be on high demand. Why do you think that, guys? Why do you think that it should be on high demand? Well, you want to have a product that you already know is out there that's on high demand. People are already looking for it, right? So that's why you want an offer that people are already looking for it already, right? Well, in the because we've shifted into a digital age, excuse me, because we shifted into the digital age that we're living in, the digital era, now the e-learning industry is just blowing up because people are able to gain access to skill sets in a different format rather than a 4-year college degree that's going to set the life and then just place you in debt, right? So you no longer have to go to a 4-year college to gain access to digital marketing skill sets. And I might say that digital marketing skill sets are the highest paid skill set that you can acquire according to Forbes. Okay. So they're just going to grow and grow and grow and expand because we're not going to leave the digital age. Social media is not going anywhere. Google is not going anywhere. So the digital marketing skill sets, they're just going to advance, right? So right now, digital marketing skill sets encompasses email marketing, social media marketing, attraction marketing, using Google pay per click, right? Pay per click, SEO. All of that encompasses a digital marketing strategy. Okay, all of that, and it's just growing because with AI, we're just expanding more and more. And so it's right now's the time. That's the reason why right now is the time to jump and get started with this. So getting a product that's on high demand, getting a product that's going to offer you the opportunity to earn 100% profit. Guys, we don't have time for 30% commissions anymore, right? I'm speaking to people over 40 who have zero retirement because 1 out of 5 people have zero retirement, guys. So I'm speaking to the person that has zero retirement, that does not want to work until the day that they die, because Social Security is now telling us that they're not going to give us our Social Security till we're 70. And the average person, honestly, and I'm not trying to be morbid or anything, but the average person lives to 70, 75. Okay. And here's the thing, guys, I'm not trying to be negative or anything like that, but I had to start asking myself these questions when I sent my last child off to college, and I was like, I have no retirement. Like, because I was like, wait a minute, I could actually retire. Like, I'm done with raising kids. If I had enough in my retirement, I could actually just retire, my husband and I, and just do our thing. But I realized really fast that I had nothing. I was a single mom for 10 years, and I tapped into my 401k through Verizon and cashed out just to be able to make ends meet on multiple occasions. And I was younger, and I really was like, oh, I'll worry about retirement later. Well, later came really fast, guys, and I'm here sitting and I'm like, I need to figure out a way. So we don't have time for commission sharing, to be chasing some little bitty commissions. We need 100% commission, right? And not to mention, we need 100% commission off of a high ticket item. Okay. We can't be dealing and messing around with no $9 commissions. We need to make a high impact in the time that we have remaining in order to build income, in order to really set aside a structure for our retirement so that we don't have to work until the day that we die, right? Hey, what's going on, Abu? What's going on? So the number one thing to this three-step framework is that we need an offer that's on high demand, that's going to offer us 100% profit, right? And the other thing that you want to make sure is number two, your audience. You need to be able to just have a way to get discovered and have your audience discover you. You need to have a way to do that. So what that's going to look like, and the way that I feel is best for organic reach, is going to be social media, because one, it's free. Okay. Right now, short form video is actually being pushed out to the algorithm organically by every single social media channel. So if you're not already using short form video in your strategy, let's say you have a business, right? Because a lot of people have a business already. If they're a real estate agent, a loan officer, a notary, if you have a beauty, whatever you are doing, you still need to be able to get an audience, to get eyeballs on your offer, right? So using social media right now is the best way to go about it. It's going to get you organic reach. It's the number one way to get organic reach, is the short form video. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate the love. Really appreciate that. Hey, hello. How are you? Let's see. Nico, how are you, my friend? Happy Friday. So social media is the number one way to be able to do that. And short form video, guys, I started creating short form video when it first got started. I'm going to be honest with you. When I first started creating short form video, I used to put a card in front of my face after I created that video. And I was just reading, what was my video, my short form video? I would read affirmation cards. I love manifestation and all of that. And so I started off creating short form video with reading affirmation cards, but I would just put that card in front of, I was so scared of short form video, but guess what? Look at me now. Look at me now. Look at me now. I am now going live, sharing with you and breaking down for you the importance of short form video, because I've mastered the skill set of showing up every single day for my business, right? I've mastered the skill set, just like riding a bike, guys. Once you get on it and learn how to ride a bike, getting back on and riding it is going to be, the repetition of it. It creates a snowball effect. And guess what that's going to do? That's going to create your personal brand on social media. That's going to build that know, like, and trust factor with your perfect ideal customer. And that's one of the things that you need to learn. And that's the reason why it's number two, is your audience, right? Speaking to your audience inside of your content so that they know that what you have, the solution that you have, that you are proposing for their problem, they know that you have it, right? Because you're creating short form video, letting them know, hey, I know what your problem is, and I found a solution. Here it is. I got something for you, right? And then number three, guys, number three to the three-step framework is, number three is automate. Automate. Now, don't let this word scare you, guys. This ain't nothing. This ain't nothing, because a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not tech savvy. I can't do this. And that couldn't be further from the truth. It's just a matter of getting your hands on the right structure, right? It's just a matter of getting your hands on the right program, because I get it. When I first got started and learning and understanding this, I was like, they had me create my own funnel, and I was, what's a funnel? And they're like, oh, it's just basically a website. Okay, why didn't you just say that? Because I was not familiar with all of these words, which you may not be either. And that's the reason why I'm telling you, a funnel is just a website. But a funnel is it offers just one specific item. And the target is to basically get a lead, right? So the whole thing is to create a funnel that's going to automate and push your offer, right? Now, that's going to consist of tech, a funnel, an email campaign, right? Social social. These three components right here is what's going to help you to automate your business, right? A funnel, an email campaign, and social. Now, here's the importance that I really want to emphasize here. Guys, when you build an email list, you're building a whole nother world of income. My mentor actually makes 6 figures off of her email list a month because she's gained, again, she's mastered the skill of showing up on social media every single day. She goes live every single day. Guys, I've only gone live. I think this is my 6th day in a row going live. I cannot, for the life of me, have not been able to master the skill set of just nailing down a specific time to go live. And I think it's because I am a little bit up and down with my schedule, but I am working on that. Guys, the thing is that you are a work in progress all the time, and you're never left in a position where you cannot grow because we are human beings, right? We're not an animal. We have the capacity to grow. We have the intelligence to grow. Let me ask you something. At your current employer, did you go there right away and know what you were doing? Some of you maybe, but some of you maybe not, because maybe you knew how to do payroll, but you didn't know how to do payroll in the program that they use. So you may have to learn that payroll system again, right? And so you might go through like a 2-week training period with your current employer in order to gain access to the skills to do that within their business, right? So if you're willing to go and learn a skill set to run somebody else's payroll or to do somebody else's to get somebody else rich, will you do that for your own self to learn a skill set that you can earn 100% profit from? So that's the reason why this 3-step framework is so important, guys. And by the way, if you're not able to stay to the end, feel free to go ahead and screenshot this and then go to this domain here, Digital Empire with Fran. You're going to gain access to a freedom formula blueprint that completely breaks this down for you on your own time, because I get it. Our time is super precious. Our time is valuable. That's one of the reasons why I absolutely love this business, because 2 hours a day is all that it requires in order for you to have this business set up, working for you, and making you income in your sleep while you're doing all things life. And I'm about to share with you what it is right now, guys. So this 3-step framework, the reason why I love it so much, guys, is because here's the thing. What I determined after going through that framework was the fact that I needed something that I could earn 100% profit with. I needed something that was on high demand. I figured out by Googling that the e-learning industry is a $billion-a-day industry. I figured out right away that digital marketing is one of the highest paid skill sets that you can actually acquire right now. Because of the fact that we are living in a digital age, it's going to give you the opportunity to automate any business, Okay. So let me just share with you what I am talking about, guys. Let me just share with you what I am talking about. Okay. Because here's what it comes down to, guys. Here's exactly what it comes down to. It comes down to you taking action, learning a skill that's going to change your life, that's going to change your future, that's going to change how you respond to life, how you respond to the problems that we face. Because let's face it, we are all facing these financial crisis situations. It's not just one of us. You're not alone. And because of that, that's the reason why inside of our community, there's over 59,000 people inside of our community that are using these skill sets to change their life. And let me just share with you what that could look like for you. Okay. So this is a funnel, guys. This here is just a funnel. And these are my social media profiles. This is just a couple of them, guys. I show up on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Lemonade, and Threads. Guys, I have a system that I follow that gets me omnipresent exposure to my business. It's not complicated, and I don't expect anybody else to follow that model. Usually people just get started with one channel and then they work their way up. But guys, again, I've been doing this for 6 years. So short form video is my thing. And I know how to use technology that allows me to be in multiple places at one time. One of the things that you get when you work with me is you get access to my coaching. You get access to the skills that I've acquired throughout these years that of owning a digital marketing agency, of owning an SEO agency, of knowing how to create a website that's actually going to show and rank up on the Google, right? So it's important that you get started with somebody that's going to be able to answer your tech questions, because that's usually what people get stuck on the most, honestly. But here's the thing. Here's what I want to share with you right here. Social media. Inside of social media, you're going to learn exactly how to create digital real estate. What is digital real estate? Well, when you create a piece of content, that piece of content is out there in the, in the algorithm working for you constantly. You don't have to pay that piece of content any kind of commission. This is a sales rep that's out there working for you. So you're going to learn exactly how to be able to, that's why it's important. Number 2 in the framework was audience, right? Because you're going to learn exactly how to speak to your audience depending on what your offer is. So that's the whole reason why number 1 is your offer, is because once you determine what you are going to offer, the solution that you're going to, because here's the thing, guys, if you can provide a solution to people's biggest problems, you'll never starve in this lifetime, because problem solvers are the people that are going to actually make this, okay? So social media is a place for you to host your digital real estate. Now, here's what I love about the fact that you're also going to learn how to build an email list, because social media can kick you out at any given moment. As a matter of fact, yesterday I was going live and TT was telling me something that I was, I had HATE speech in my content, and they were getting ready to kick me out. And I was like, I'm not talking about anything that has to do with nothing like that. I'm talking, you know what I mean? So you don't own your social media profiles, but you own your email list. And so that's the reason why I love the fact that my mentor teaches us how to build an email list, right? So, but here's the thing, you're still going to use social media to get that organic reach, right? So every time you create a piece of content on social media, what you're going to do is you're going to send traffic to your funnel, right? These are your leads going inside of your funnel. This is your capture page, okay? This is your capture page. What page? What's a capture page? Well, a capture page is going to be something that you could give somebody for free that they might need, right? So that could be a digital download. So let's say, for instance, people wanted a framework to follow so that when they went live, they could actually follow a framework, a step-by-step process. And to them, that's valuable. To a business owner, that's valuable. They might want to go and give you their email address so that they could get access to that for free, right? Because they're like, oh, hey, I want a framework to follow. So that way, when I go live, I know what I do, right? So when you're creating content, right, your content's going to be like, hey, are you a business owner? Are you looking for a way to get over your, to get out of that being stuck of not creating live content so that you could get more exposure for your business? Well, I have a template that I've created that has been really helping people to follow a step-by-step process that helps them just get more exposure for their business going live, because right now going live is where it is at. You don't think, and if you're interested in gaining access to this guide that's going to give you that template that you could follow today and start going live for your business, all you got to do is go to my website, add your email address, and let us know where to send it. You don't think somebody's going to be a loan officer, a real estate agent that doesn't know how to create content, doesn't know how to show up on social media for their business? You don't think that you won't get them interested so they'll put that email address and gain access to the value that you have for them? Of course they are, right? Well, that everything that I explained to you right now, that takes skill. right? But imagine not having to go through the hurdles of having to learn how to create a website funnel, having to learn how to create an email campaign, having to learn how to do that. Imagine not having to do that. Well, I want to share with you right now how yesterday we had a webinar. And if you weren't on that webinar, make sure you get on my email list because I will be sending a replay. But let me go ahead and just share with you picture layout. Let's see. Okay. And then I'm just going to flip this. Okay. I just want to play this for you right now. Oh, will it? Oh, I don't know. Darn it. Okay, guys. Sorry. You know what? For whatever reason, I cannot get my laptop to play my sound. I can only hear when I use these, and oh, you know what? I'll find it on my tablet, guys, but that's going to take a second. So I'm just going to keep talking. In the meantime about what I was sharing with you, because I want you to know that here's the thing. If you own a business and you're looking for a way to be able to show up on social media, there's a lot of people that are using this, what I'm about to share with you, to learn how to show up for their business, learn how to create a lead generating ecosystem on social media. So that is huge, because what you don't know, you don't know. You know what I mean? And if you could actually learn the process of being able to get leads using your social media profile, then that's where it's at. So I actually found it on here. Let me just scroll to the part that I wanted to show you.
No, one size doesn't fit all. Because I still need rent. Online, you can get 72 customers. Beginners need emails about automated system, income, and okay.
It's got to be here.
People with limited. Hey, Texas in the house.
Okay, well, it is gone. I can't find it. And I don't want to take a lot of your time, guys, because I know that your time is precious and that's important to me. So I want to, I want to honor and respect your time. I wasn't able to find the part that I wanted to share with you. But that's okay. What I want to share with you anyways is the fact that this webinar replay is actually going to go out to my email list so that you can actually watch it. And then should you have any questions, you're always able to shoot me an email with any questions. And I'm here I always respond and reply back to my emails too. Okay. But let me just break down for you for a second here something pretty important, because I feel like, what is that? Okay. Okay, so this is the money maker right here, guys. Okay, this is your funnel. This is what's going to help you to keep consistency going by creating content that actually converts. Creating content that converts takes a skill, right? And that's one of the things that I want to share with you. So what I've gained access to, guys, is a live interactive mentorship program, a live mentorship that has taught me the skills of staying consistent, showing up on social media, right? Of building that digital real estate, a live interactive mentorship program that I get to speak to and get my questions answered, that my mentor actually creates webinars for my interested people, for my interested clients, customers, right? I'm not ever in a position where I have to explain this on my own. I've learned that through the years, but you can actually build this actual business faceless too. She teaches you how to be able to do that, guys. So I've gained access to a live interactive mentorship program that has given me time freedom back, right? Because after my 2-hour workday is done, I go back to doing life, to being a grandma, to being a wife, to being an empty nester. And my husband and I find fun things to do. We love to travel. And honestly, we want to do a lot more traveling in California with our next goal is to get an RV and just to do a lot more traveling here in California because I don't feel like we've seen enough beauty out here. So those are the things that we want to do, right? So if you're looking for time freedom, if you're looking for a way to be able to increase your income so that you don't have to work until the day that you know what I mean? Then this might be something that's for you. This live interactive mentorship, guys, you are going to hear from a woman here that she was a single mom.
She was how she was able to get so good with getting her income producing activities done between 2 jobs, and how she was able to walk away from both of those jobs just from following the strategy that I've been sharing with you today. So Emmy, I'm gonna let you take it away.
All right, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, you
She
guys,
was working 2 jobs.
I put out an invite to this webinar today, and the first 3 words were, are you exhausted, disappointed, feeling like it's the same old every day? That's exactly where I was almost 3 years ago. I'm coming up on my 3rd anniversary inside of this wonderful community, and it's just amazing to know that a little over 3 years ago, I was a single mom of 3 kids, working 18 hours a day, and I've been doing that for many, many years. The relief that I have today is unimaginable almost, because I never thought I would get there. I thought I was going to have to work virtually until I was no longer on this earth. And that's a scary thought, because a lot of people have that.
Right.
I was in a situation.
Right. So, and you can watch the full webinar, guys. You can watch it. Just go grab your Freedom Formula Blueprint, add your email address, and add your Freedom Formula Blueprint so that you could get access to the replay. Because I'm telling you guys, people are on here changing their life. The reason why she's so emotional is because she was a single mom, struggling, working over 80 hours, just trying to make ends meet. And guys, I'm telling you, you're not the only one out there struggling. You're not the only one out there. Guys, I'm telling you, my husband and we're working diligently out here in Southern California, applying to positions. And for whatever reason, we don't know whether it's because we're 48 years old now, we have the skills, or is it our Hispanic last name? People don't want to hire Hispanics because they're afraid ICE is just going to get them, even though we're citizens born and raised out here. We don't know. We just know that something has shifted. Something has changed out there in the workforce, and we needed to find another way. Now, granted, I had access to this over 2.5 years ago, right? But now we're taking it a lot more seriously, because we're in a position where we're just like, what's going to happen, right? So again, she nailed it right there. She said, I was going to have to work until the day that I died if something didn't change. I was working over 80 hours, over 80 hours, I forget, a week, every 2 weeks. But here's the thing, guys, if you're overworked, overwhelmed, and you're just like done with the struggle, right? You're done with trying to figure out how to rob Peter to pay Paul, and you want a way to be able to use your social media. You've seen people using their social media to increase their income, and you've been curious. I'm here to let you know that there's a way for you to get this website, guys. I didn't even go into that yet, right? This website that actually is a funnel that converts 1 out of 20 people that get inside of my website make a purchase. And let me just, I didn't even share with you the opportunity of being able to earn 100% off of 900, 600, 300, and 100, right? Each level comes with its own level of skill set training inside of it, right? When you get set up at the 900 level, you get all of these skill sets included. But here's what I love about it. Guys, not one size fits all. Not everybody is able to just jump in at the 900 high ticket item. Not everybody's able to do that, but they can start at the 100 or the 300 and then work their way up. You still get access to the $1 million website on all of these. You're going to get in here and learn the skills. This is a live interactive, it's a mentorship program, right? You're going to get access to a live mentorship. Listen, when you have people interested in your business, you're going to be able to invite them to a webinar where they will be able to gain understanding of what it is that you do. You're not going to have to figure out how to do that on your own unless you want to, right? Take your phone and use it to increase and to change your life. That's what I want to offer you today, guys. So what I have to share is the Legacy 2.0 program. The Legacy 2.0 program. This is my high ticket item, which is $900. Guys, I've never sold anything underneath it because everybody that works with me, they want to have access to my free coaching, which you get access to my coaching at 900. They want to have access to all of my bonuses, and they want to have access to making all of these income streams, right? Because when you come in at the 900 level, not only are you going to gain access to live interactive, you're going to get access to more skill sets, more income opportunities. You're also going to get access to all of these different live interactive programs. So you're going to have a digital store, a pre-built digital store that has 4 live interactive programs that you get to resell for 100% profit. 100% profit, guys. We don't have time. Again, we don't got time for that 30% commission. We don't got time for that $9 commission. We need 100% profit in order to be able to make an impact, a huge impact in our financial future. We need high ticket items. We need to earn 100% profit. Okay, so the 3-step framework, I'm just going to kind of redo it with you. The 3-step framework was 1, you need to find an offer that's on high demand, an offer that you could earn 100% profit, and an offer that's going to literally give you a plug and play marketing system that has actually already been making some money, okay? That has a proven system that's been doing it, right? Okay. Number 2, you need a way to get visible. You need a way to attract an audience. What's that? That's going to consist of you getting the right level of mentorship so that you can show up consistently, confidently, in your true authenticity, and really attract and call in your perfect customer. And the discovery method of that, the way that we teach is, let's say, for instance, you don't want to be on social media right away. We teach you how to be able to post free ads on the internet, and you can get exposure to your business that way. And then you can actually learn how to be able to show up faceless and also push your business out that way as well. So guys, in the day and age that we're living in, there is no longer an excuse for us to be broke anymore. Not when you can come in at a $100 level, guys. And actually, I work with Klarna and Afterpay. So you can actually get set up on a payment plan and get started for absolutely $0, say, pay $50 a month while you learn this. And then let's say, within 2 weeks, I had a customer. So within 2 weeks of learning this and applying, she has a 7-day launch to profit that you follow 7 days. It tells you exactly what to post, what to say. Like, there's no second guessing, right? So I just keep following that 7-day launch to profit over and over. Guys, $1,800 in 2 weeks, 900 each sale. Here's the thing, 100% profit went into my bank account, right? 900 went into my bank account with a 2-hour workday, guys. A 2-hour workday. And you're going to learn exactly how to follow that 2-hour workday with structure, right? And that's fitting it in the nooks and crannies of your day. Don't worry. When I was working a full-time job, I did it on my 15-minute break. I would create a video. I got really good at creating videos that I could just do it at a drop of a dime, and no matter where I was, right? If I find myself in a really pretty area with a beautiful background, I'm there creating some content, right? I'm going to create some content. I needed to change my financial future, and in order to do that, I needed a high ticket item that's going to offer me 100% profit. So when you work with me, guys, you're going to get access to $1 million funnel, $1 million marketing platform that you get to use too. So imagine if you were to go out there and buy a Starbucks franchise. Would you change the website, the logo, the recipe? No, because you bought that franchise knowing that you tapped into $1 billion industry, $1 billion marketing platform. Well, what I'm sharing with you guys right now is that this particular website, right? This particular website, this funnel that I'm telling you that you would gain access to when you work with me, it has already earned over 35 million. Over 30. So I call this my digital franchise because it's already earned 35 million. I'm going to plug into the same exact marketing system, the same exact email campaign that's already earned over 35 million. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to add my paragraph of the reason why I was looking for a way to be able to do this. I'm going to share my story because my story is going to be different from your story, and my story is going to attract a completely different customer than your story. And that's what makes this so powerful, is that she teaches us how to be able to build a personal brand so that way we can call in our perfect customer. You never have to sit there and be jealous of somebody else. You never have to sit there and compare your content with somebody else. At least you shouldn't, right? I think we've all fallen in that, right? But you shouldn't, because you are just like your fingerprint is unique to you. So is your story. So is your story, right? I can't tell you how many times I would be like, I don't have a story. I just, my story's not anything, and we want to tell ourselves that. Don't allow yourself to talk yourself out of an opportunity that's going to change your life, right? I was like, you know what? I was a teenage mom and I ran a teenage runaway. I came back as a teenage pregnant mom, had to figure out really fast how to be able to find a skill set, right? To earn some income for me and my daughter, right? Everybody has a story. Everybody has a story, and your story is going to call in a different person. So as a teenage mom, obviously I became an empty nester in my 40s because I stopped having kids at 23. I tied my tubes. I didn't want any more kids. And I was like, you know what? In my 40s, I want to be able to retire early because I became a mom so early. I was like, I want to retire early and just have some downtime before, you know what I mean? And so I kind of planned out, even though I didn't plan it out in the beginning, I didn't kind of do that planning as a teenage pregnant mom runaway. But hey, doesn't mean that I have to not have plans. So at 23, I tied my tubes. I said, I don't want to have any more kids, even though I wasn't even married at 23. I didn't care. I said, I'm done. Okay. So we can make plans for ourselves. And even though, we just can, as people, we can make plans for ourselves. And so I don't know why I went into that. I guess what I was sharing with you is the fact that our unique story is individual to us, right? Everybody has a story to share. Everybody has something to give. Everybody has value. And I love that. That's one of the reasons why I love this business so much, guys. So, your real estate, your digital real estate that continues to be out there working for you 24/7, it's going to continue to send traffic to your funnel. Now, what I love is that it's $39, right? $39 to get this website. It's $1 million website, right? The live mentorship program is out of this world, guys. You were able to hear from Amy how it changed her life, how she was able to go from being working over 80 hours as a single mom, right? Working over 80 hours as a single mom. Imagine that. Imagine that. Well, that's exactly what people inside of our community are doing. They're learning a skill set that's giving them access to skills that they could use on social media to change the trajectory of their entire future, right? To change the trajectory of their entire future. So this is my friend here, Tim. Tim got laid off, and
we have about 11 photos.
Let's see.
We were going through our photo albums about a month or two back around the holiday time, and we went through like 20 some odd pages. I am not on any of them. It's because I was working. Let that sit for a second. I really want you to sit and remember that. Now, why I say I don't regret it, I was...
Right? Because we all have those regrets. The other day I started crying on my live when I got to thinking about, like, as a single mom, all the time that I missed out on being with my kids. And they bring that up. They like to throw that in my face. You know, and I tell them, look, I was a teenage mom. I didn't come parenting, you know, didn't come with a manual. I was learning as I went. You know, I've never claimed to be that perfect mom. And, you know, but it does suck. It does feel bad when you're like, gosh, and I have my grandkids now and I get to spend time with them, but it doesn't make up for the lost time that I have with my children that I had as a single mom, right? And even though I was at their ball games, I was at their tournaments, right? I think it was just a few that I missed, but I was at their ball games. I did my due diligence to try and be there as much as possible. But when you are struggling living paycheck to paycheck, it becomes very evident that you have to sit there and find new avenues of generating income, right? And I did. I was a makeup artist. Like I said, I was a freelance makeup artist for MAC, and I would travel to different MAC stores just doing back-to-back makeovers. My legs were killing me at the end of the day. And then I'd come pick up my kids from daycare at 10 at night. They were already asleep. When we'd get home, it was time for them to go to school the next day. What time did I have with them? And I was always angry because I was so tired. I just felt like life had just chewed me up and spit me out. This would have been a wonderful way to be able to generate some income, to not have to go out there and do that hustle and grind. So if you're a mom and you're looking for a way to be able to stay at home with your kids, I mean, this is amazing. I hear from moms all the time inside of our community who are like, I just needed a way to be able to help my hubby pay the bills. And they started using this right away. So there's so many different ways to be able to create income. And I'm glad that I can actually share this with my people who are looking for a way to be able to increase their income. Okay. Now, what I want you to do, guys, if you haven't done so already, please give me a follow, because I show up every single day. I provide value. I provide wisdom on showing up on social media. I'm consistent, and I'm going to teach you the skills of short form video and how to master that, okay? Another thing I'm going to help you do is build the skill of SEO on social media so that you could get your business discovered through the algorithm and get it pushed in front of the right people. Because if you're not, you're just throwing spaghetti at the wall, and for what? We don't got time to be wasting at throwing spaghetti at the wall. We need to use our time strategically, right? We need to use our time strategically. And what's that one saying? When you know better, you do better, right? When you know better, you do better. And right now we're learning that the digital age is here. We're learning that we can use it to increase our this. And so now that we know that, we need to do better, right? We need to do better. We need to take this $1,000 phone, and start using it to increase our income, to change our lives, right? And that takes me to another example of what this is, guys. Okay, so Verizon, they didn't make the Apple phone, right? Verizon, T-Mobile, they didn't make the Apple phone, but you can go to a Verizon or a T-Mobile store and you can buy an Apple phone. They became a reseller of the Apple phone. Why? Why did they become a reseller of the Apple phone? Because Apple, the brand stands for itself, right? The brand stands for itself. And so they became a reseller of the Apple phone. Same thing. I did not create this funnel, the email campaign. I did not create the live interactive program, the mentorship. I didn't create any of that, but I became a reseller of it. I earn a 100% profit. And that's what master resale rights is, guys. I became a master resale rights ownership of a live interactive mentorship program, one that has already earned over 35 million, one that comes with a pre-built digital store, a pre-built email marketing campaign that you get to tap into at the click of a link, add your picture, add your paragraph that shares your story, and boom, you are set up. You never have to touch it again outside of sending an email to your newsletter, to your email list. That's what I'm talking about, guys. I'm telling you guys, you do not have to go through the process of giving your commissions away. And if somebody is trying to get you to buy a course that's not going to give you 100% profit, I'm asking you to run away, because you don't have time to be wasting on some measly 30% commission, 50% commission even. We need 100% profit off of a high ticket item so that we can make significant shifts in our financial future. Okay? I wish I could get the time back that I lost spending and the money that I spent on this network marketing, buying the products, because there was like 5 different companies that I joined, right? Not to mention, don't get me wrong, I love the products, guys, the collagen, especially because it kept my hair growing long and my skin looking great. But she sold it and my income was gone. People lost their income like that. So that's another thing. When you're in network marketing, it's not your business. As much as they want to tell you it's your business, it is not. Because at any given moment, it could be sold and it's gone like that. The commission could be changed, right? The way that they give out commission, they could change it and boom, it's gone. Just like that. It happened to my mentor too. So when I say that I want to help you establish yourself with a business where you could earn 100% profit, it's your business. Nobody could take it away from you. You're going to learn how to build an email list. Your social media can be snatched up from you in just a moment. But your email list, that's yours. That's 100% yours. And let me tell you something really quick. That just made me think of something, a thought process. Did you know that once you build your email list up so high that you could actually have people pay you to be able to send emails to your email list, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. There's so many different ways to be able. My mentor just added different modules inside of our training that are also going to add multiple income streams that you can tap into once you've mastered the skill of showing up every day first, right? Because you can't be just jumping around at the next shiny object. Trust me, I did it. That's the reason why it was 5 network marketing companies, 5 different courses with mastery resale. Well, no, one of them was 2 or 3 of them. They all went from master resale and they shifted to affiliate marketing. So you no longer earn 100% profit. That's the reason why I love this. Guys, 100% profit. 100% profit. So, guys, I feel like I talked your ear off. I have this much water left. And I'm already losing my voice and getting a little bit hoarse. So I'm going to start finishing up here. Guys, if you haven't already done so, make sure that you give me a follow. Make sure that you screenshot this domain, digitalemempirewithfran.com. Or you could go to my LIB and you can get access to the Freedom Formula Blueprint. That's going to give you the full breakdown and a video format from my mentor who breaks down this blueprint for you step by step. It's absolutely free. You don't have to pay anything for it. And then once you're on my email list, that replay that I was sharing with you earlier, guys, that replay is going to be sent out to my email list, and then you can watch it for yourself, okay? I want to thank you for taking the time to be here with me, guys. This is me being consistent. I think this is my 7th day being consistent going live. I'm really proud of myself because that's huge for me. And these are the things that you got to celebrate. You got to celebrate all of the little mini wins, because if you don't celebrate them, then everything just becomes a blur and it's just like redundant. And here's the thing. You are the only person that can bring you to do this for yourself. You're the only person that can do this for you. You're the only person that can change your future. And I'm giving you an opportunity to be able to tap into an industry, tap into the digital industry with $1 million pre-built digital store with 4 digital programs that you get to resell and learn the digital marketing skill sets that are on high demand right now. Then you get a turnaround and then use them so that you can start earning income online. In a nutshell, that's what it is, guys. I'm so thankful that I gained access to this business opportunity because I was tired of the little measly, I was tired of chasing small commissions, guys. I needed high ticket commissions, 100% profit. And again, let me just go down this framework, the 3-step framework, right? Number 1, you need an offer. You need an offer that is on high demand, that's going to offer you 100% profit, that's going to give you, that already comes with a proven system that you get to tap into, and you don't have that downtime of creating a marketing funnel, of creating an email account. We don't got time for that, okay? So that's number 1, the offer. Number 2, your audience. You need to learn a skill of showing up consistently on social media so that you can call in and speak directly to your perfect customer. So that takes skill. It's called attraction marketing. And when you get inside of the live interactive program I'm talking to you about, you learn the skill of showing up and using attraction marketing to attract your perfect customer. And let me tell you something, that doesn't have to be for this business. You don't have to resell this to make money. You could actually just use this whole marketing platform and use it for your real estate, loan officer, notary, beauty, whatever business that you want. This is a digital marketing system that you get to tap into and really make it yours, okay? And it's yours forever, okay? Number 3 is automate. Automate. This is your automation right here. This is your automation right here. And I definitely recommend getting the Freedom Formula Blueprint, guys, because that's going to break down the automation. And here's the thing. Let's say, for instance, you're like, I'm not ready to get started right now, Fran. I need to see more. That's okay. Gain access to the Freedom Formula Blueprint because it's free. It's going to break down how you could use social media coupled with any digital product. It doesn't have to be this digital product, but it's going to give you the structure, the breakdown of what you could use to get access to a digital product. Go to Canva. It's free. Create your own digital product, right? And what I love about inside of our community, you're going to get one of the free bonuses that you get access to, guys, is you get access to a PDF download that's going to give you 200 digital product ideas that you can go and create for yourself and start to resell at 100% profit. That's right. That's right. You're going to get that bonus 200 digital product ideas. How about that, guys? Okay. So, number 3 was automate. So, again, you're going to automate, you're going to use technology to automate your business to get your business exposure that it needs. And you're going to use it so that you can make passive income. What's passive income? Really quick. Passive income is income that comes in while you're sleeping, eating, out doing life. It's passive income that you're not actually out there having to take anybody's information. No, because this system does that for you, right? So once they go into your capture page, they're going to get a thank you page. And let's say they want to make a purchase, right? Let's say that they want to make a purchase. They're just going to go click a button that's going to take them right up into there, and they can make their purchase from there. Let me show you what that looks like, my friend. Let me just show you. So when somebody gets inside of my website, this lighting is kind of throwing things off. When somebody gets inside of my website, they get to go here and get the information. Click yes to get started is what I'm saying, is if they want to just get started right away, and then they get to go and pick what program they want to come in on, right? Remember we talked about the different programs. So my website does all the selling and telling for me. I told you I was going to lose my voice. I might need to, oh, here it is. My website does all the selling and telling for me, guys. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions. Hey, Mohammed, how's it going? Happy Friday, guys. Let's see. Okay. I don't see any questions. So, again, feel free to gain access to your Freedom Formula Blueprint. It's absolutely free. And then again, you'll be on my email list. So that way you'll be able to shoot me an email. If you have any questions, I answer my emails personally, guys. I feel like that is super important to be able to build that personal brand, that personal relationship with your customers, right? So if you have any questions, once you gain access to the Freedom Formula Blueprint, should you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. I am so here for that. And I answer them personally. I'll be back tomorrow live. And I just want to send you out with a bunch of light and love your way, positive energy in whatever you get into, and have an amazing day.